A teacher affects eternity. He can never tell where his influence stops. We can, however, tell where this influence begins. And for us, it began the day we walked through the gates on Wood Street to enter an institution that would shape us and live in us forever. An institution that would not just teach us words and numbers, but one that would prepare us to face life with enthusiasm, courage, and conviction. But did we know this the day we crossed over? Did we know this sitting in the classrooms, playing in the fields? Did we know that the teachers we admired and feared, confided in and ran away from, would one day become the cornerstones of our lives and values? Back then, we knew nothing of that sort. But unknown to us, something must have been at work at the very core of our beings. Something must have changed in us the day we were welcomed into St. Xavier's by Father Sassel.
Talking about Father Sassel, he was an amazing person. He was very, very good at, bringing up concerts. He was able to bring out the best in the boys. I learnt a lot from him.
The boys were very near and dear to me. I still remember so many of them. Really, they were intelligent, they were bright, they brought school many a laurel, and we are proud of them.
मेरे को अब आज भी एक बच्चे की वो याद है जब मैं मात्राएं करा रही थी तो ई और ई की मात्रा में डिफरेंस बताने में थोड़ी सी मुझे असुविधा हो रही थी. एक छोटा सा बच्चा आया, उसने मुझे 2 कलर्स दिए. मिस, छोटी ई में आप ये रंग लगा दीजिए और बड़ी ई में ये लगा दीजिए, हम समझ जाएंगे. उस समय मैंने सोचा बच्चे हम लोगों के भी टीचर्स हो सकते हैं.
We discovered music with Mrs. Mosquita, biology with Mrs. Khurana, and geography with Mr. Ganga Singh. And we learned how to touch our toes without bending our knees from Mr. Benedict, our dear drill sir.
Mr. Benedict was the first person who managed to get us out in the field and get us a keen interest in sport.
I only hope and pray that all my old boys remember me and say a prayer for me every time they think about me. My blessings are with them.
मैं गर्व की अनुभूति करता हूँ कि ये बच्चे जिन्होंने हमें इस तरह से सम्मान दिया है और कहीं न कहीं पर हम सब की शिक्षा का उसमें प्रभाव है. और मैं चाहता हूँ कि ये बच्चे जिस तरह से हम लोगों से उन लोगों ने सीखा है वे भी अपने बच्चों को हमारी शिक्षा दें ताकि वे भी अपने शिक्षकों का सम्मान कर सकें.
They should never forget from which school, from which institution they have passed out, and always hold the name of Xavier's very, very close to their heart.
Students are like our own children, like that, because in their heart we are always there. And St. Xavier's, we are all together.
Thank you so much for bringing us together.
And then, one day, we were ready to take the next leap. Senior school. The transformation from small boys to young men. The meaning of responsibility, friendships that would last a lifetime, great times, even greater learnings, lessons we would never forget in a hurry, taught as they were by some unforgettable teachers. There was lots going on. but none of it was ever hidden from the man, the teacher, the father, Father Boucher.
He was a legend and he came back for us, and he remained a legend. There's something about a combination of twinkly eyes and a willingness to use the cane when required that made him one of the most loved yet feared people in Xavier's.
Whenever I think of Father Boucher, like, I think of compassion.
I think that smile, that you met him and he enveloped you in a world of affection which you not only loved but respected.
Let me place on record my gratitude for all the teachers who have seen me through our years at St. Xavier's. I'll start from the very beginning at the primary school. Immediately comes to my mind Mrs. Peterson in class 4. Her discipline and the rap of the knuckles that she gave us during our days in that class ensured that I knew how to handle the aspect of pressure and discipline that she instilled in us. Last but not the least was Father Jerome, the young novice priest who joined us at that point of time. I clearly remember us bullying him nice and proper, but he was a good friend, more than a teacher and a priest, and I really look forward to meeting him now that he is the principal of the school.
I seen them in '86 in the classroom, young and fresh, alive, into the world, and today I still feel that freshness is there, that enthusiasm to give, enthusiasm to share, and find joy in that. And that we should direct not only pressure but help others to gain it.
Compelling memory of Father Jerome is that he came into moral science class and played us 2 Simon and Garfunkel songs, and that became the new moral science syllabus.
The learning from the school is something, frankly, like, we realized after passing out from the school. I think more important was the character formation and the values systems which has gone into building your DNA. Some teachers inspired, some teachers made you afraid when you were there, and later on you figured out, like, which of those teachers left indelible impressions.
Our teachers were, there 24/7 for us. They were the most selfless human beings we know.
St. Xavier's, being within quotes the hallowed institution that it is, everybody was equal.
My essence of ethics, my morality, my moral compass, my honesty, and it's from the training that I have received in school over the years.
In one of the exams I said, my father has a black dog and I have a donkey, and they translated, Amar baba ekta kalo kukur ache, ami ekta gadha achi. And Father Boucher called me, Joachim, you are pulling their legs. And if you tell me how I feel, this memory gives me joy during my pensive mood.
And I look at my pictures when I was in small school. I joined school in infants. Those early days I used to look like a pretty scared and underconfident kid. And as I look at my pictures when I left school in class 10, I was brimming with confidence.
We look forward to helping St. Xavier's grow as an institution and make it an international institution.
There are lessons we learn through love. There are lessons we learn through punishment. There were teachers who made us laugh and those who made us cry. But there was never a teacher who did not leave a lasting impression or did not have something valuable to give to us. We, the class of '86, look back on the first under-15 cricket tournament which we won. We look back on Chrysalis, the first ever inter-school festival organized in Calcutta. We look back on Xavier's 125th anniversary. And as we gather here to celebrate 150 years of our school, we look back on what has been a long journey for every single one of us, packed with joys and sorrows, trials and successes. We have followed different paths, but all of us, without exception or doubt, know that we are better men today because of our teachers. And we have gathered here today to say thank you.